And in the process of trying not to fall, I got one. Oh no. Oh, it's a big one. We're gonna hand line it. We just backlashed the Good morning, everybody. It's Hunter. We've got a dang YouTube channel now. Today we're gonna be breaking down a couple things for you guys right here at the old standard typical shitty city pond, but we're going to be breaking a couple things down for you guys. We're going to be showing you how to catch more fish, how to fish with confidence, how to catch more fish on jigs, and how I like to break down these lakes. You know, there's not a lot of structure out in the middle, there's not a lot of cover, there's no laydowns, there's nothing like that, but it's chock full of fish. They get beat up, but we're going to show you guys today how to catch more, how to be more efficient on here, and just how to get more bites in general fishing a jig and the ways I like to fish them in situations like this. So come along, let's go out there, let's rip some faces. We're gonna switch you guys over to the chesty and see what we can do. We're breaking down the old standard city lake here. You know, they're all lined with rock. There's no laydowns, there's no cover. It's noisy as all hell right now between the giant water fountain, the lawnmowers, you know, everybody and their grandmas out here. These fish get beat up a lot, but you know, there's a lot of really good angling opportunities to be had out here, and a lot of fish to be caught, and a lot of people fishing here that, you know, don't know what they're doing. And that's not going to be you guys. So, like I said, we're flipping a 3/8 ounce Dirty Larry flipping jig. Got that little swimming chunk on there. And what we're going to be doing, what you're going to kind of see today, is just really picking apart these banks. You know, a lot of these lakes, they don't have a lot of cover off the bank. There's a lot of rock. You know, maybe there's some grass. I know there's some grass in here, but really, you guys can see it goes from straight lawn to kind of this big chunk rock all the way around the entire lake. There's nothing else. Maybe there's some sand in a couple spots, but really that's kind of the hand you're dealt here. And a lot of guys just don't fish it the best, you know, but one thing you're gonna see here today is we're just gonna really kind of poke our way along. You know, there's crawdads, there's bluegill. That was a nightmare of a cast. Jesus, Hunter. You know, there's bluegill, there's craws, there's shad in this lake ever since it flooded, but there's just a lot of forage that lives up in this rock because there's not a lot else for them to do, you know. And it's a really good ambush point. Those bass can sit off in some of those little narrower or steeper sides of things and just kind of watch up on those rocks and see what happens. So we're gonna work our way down and see if we can't get a couple bites, and hopefully at some point today they stop lawn mowing and weed eating so you can actually hear what I have to say, and it'll be great. One thing you're going to notice I'm doing while we're here is we just kind of slowly pick our way up that bank. You know, I'm starting off with pretty short casts that are close to me, working our way from shallow to deeper there and just kind of picking our way along. And the reason for that is, you know, you start close and pick those fish off that are near you, there's a lot higher chance that you'll catch more fish. You know, if I catch one if there's two fish in front of me, one that's 5 feet away and one that's 10 feet away here, and I cast 15 feet and catch the one that's 10 feet away first, the odds of me spooking that fish that's 5 feet away are a lot more, because I'm gonna rip his buddy straight past him and he's just not really gonna be about it, you know. If I make a shorter cast first, catch that one at 5 feet, you know, I'm go ahead and make that longer cast. I can pluck that other one out there too and not have to worry quite as much about spooking those suckers out. But, you know, hopefully they're munching okay today. Like I said, it poured rain last night, so hopefully that didn't screw them up too bad, but we're gonna feel our way along. It looks like there's some stuff up shallow poking around today, and it's like probably 70-something degrees right now, so it's also about 20-something degrees colder than it has been the past 2 weeks, so see if that affects them at all. See if I can break this GoPro the first bite I get. Am I recording? Yeah, I am recording. There he is. Oh, the wind is gone. All right, well, that might have been a little bit of a hint there. The second I started swimming it back, he came up and ate it, so. And there's another one. I don't know if you guys can see that at all. Very next cast, I'm swimming it back, another one just followed right up in front of me. So maybe it's gonna be a swim jig kind of day, which is fine by me. We're gonna keep on working our way around. Trying to stay fairly mobile this morning. There's one. What is going on? I guess we're just giving flight lessons, hook sharp. Jeepers. That's two of them now, they eat it. We throw them about 10 feet and they're off. Huh. Alrighty. And pull up on this bridge. See if we can't capture one and not just send them flying. But before we get there, we're gonna fish this corner. This corner's got some wind ripping around it. It's creating a little bit of current. It's just a natural ambush point for them too. You know, anything that's a little bit different. You can fish every flat bank in the freaking lake, but I'll take a good corner. Yes. Ouch. How about that, huh? Oh God, now he's bleeding everywhere. No. Well, that's great. Freaking accidentally got my thumb up underneath his gill plate when I was trying to grab him. He'll be fine. That was just that was an act. He's fine. It's not real blood. I wouldn't worry about that little guy. That little guy? Would not worry about that little guy. There gotta be one swimming around here. We just saw one. Hello, you here? Oh, there he is. Oh, God. Well, that's what you want. Oh, quick release. You guys saw it. He went 10 feet behind me. It counts. Alright, we got a little bit steeper bank here. It drops off. It slopes out pretty flat there. Drops straight down. And I reckon, just a hunch, there might be one sitting on it right now. The rocks get a little bit bigger here too, which is always a good sign. You know, more crawdads and bluegill and stuff can kind of hide inside of them. Right there. Oh my gosh. Did you see that? What the heck? How did he miss that? You got it, bud. God, they're just swiping at it today. Look at that, another little decent kind of rat. But, you know, it's overcast, it's cloudy. We've just casted it, what, 2 or 3 times. Popping it, didn't get bit the second we start swimming it back in. He smokes it not once, but twice. So, well, that's the biggest thing. You just gotta listen to what they want. They're gonna tell you. So we're gonna let them chase. There's another one. Yep. We're gonna swim a jig all dang day, son. Look at that, Dirty Larry in the face. 2 feet from the bank. Right at your feet. He got it. And he's gone. Dirty Larry flipping jig. Little kicking trailer. That thing just sitting there flittering along. Flitter. We're making that a word. That's why I said it once. I said it 500,000 times. Jig is the most versatile bait in bass fishing because I can drag it, I can flip it, I can skip it, I can swim it, dead stick it, you can bed fish with it. Really anything, shallow, deep, it doesn't matter. There's a million sizes, a million applications. Hell, if they start schooling in the middle right now, I could probably fire this thing out and scoot it along quick enough to trick one of them into thinking it's a shad. Over here. See if we can't catch one on the old pinhead. Who you call him pinhead? There's one. Wow, look at that. First cast. They're doing it to him. And the beauty of those EWG hooks is he was never coming off, ever. Go with the old gut. There's another one. Look at that. Might be onto something. Get a little bit windier bank. Catching all freaking big ones right now, I'll tell you what, but Vader pinhead. Shakes right out. Little squeaker. Maybe we can catch a couple more, that'd be alright. Alright dudes. I don't know how well you can see this or not, but right here, basically this entire line, all that good stuff, is like a foot deep, if that. Super shallow rock reef. It's got the wind pounding on it right now. Everything in the handbook says this should be loaded, right? Is it? I don't know. Should be. Yep. Okay, he just did a complete 360 around me. But, yeah, okay. Look at that, Dirty Larry, flipping jig, quick release. Alright. It's starting to rain pretty dang good. Bite's getting weird, so we're gonna get the heck out of here. We've shown you guys just about what we can show you at this spot. I mean, that's how we break it down. That's how I like to break it down. Everybody's got their own style. I hope that helps a couple of you guys just get a little bit more confident fishing some of these featureless lakes. I mean, there's just a lot of fish on the bank. Pick them apart, rotate retrieves, try some different stuff, see what that looks like for you. But we're gonna go to a whole little hole close to my house and check and see. There's some big ones in there. I'm gonna swim a jig around and see what she looks like. So stay tuned, come along with us. We're getting the heck out of here. See you guys at the next spot. We're here at the next pond. I honestly can't tell you how this is gonna go. I know the weather got way nastier, which is not cool, but we're gonna fish the windy side. We're gonna swim a jig around. Start in this little spot that's got a ditch out in front of it that it's got a pretty good ditch. Nice little drop off here. Usually some pretty nice ones. Occasionally. The big ones dabble around here. There's goes some bluegills. It's good, there's a sign of life. Let's see here. And you know, as much as I would like to just go out to my waist. Oh my gosh, yes! All right, all right, all right, all right. That is what we've been after all freaking day. Munching the Dirty Larry. Like freaking choked it. That's what you want. Good night. He wasn't coming off in 1,000 freaking years. That's a good one. 2 3/4, 3-pounder, probably 3-pounder. Dang. Stud on the Dirty Larry 3/8 ounce flipping jig. There's a bunch of this wood coming out off into the bank, and you can see that one stick. Hopefully I'll let him go. There's that one stick right there that just comes out a little bit further, just off the bank. Flipping those reeds and looked down and was like, ah, it's kind of sneaky. Sure shit. Oh, we're gonna get stung by a bee. No doubt. I love rain. He got it that time. Woo! That was freaking sick. I was swimming, I saw him shoot out and miss it. Oof. Dirty Larry in the face. A little pounder. Came out and saw him wake and completely miss it the first time. Second time he fucking really got it. So that's cool. Maybe he's got a buddy. God, I was really hoping he'd be bigger. He does have a buddy. Sick. Yeah. He did not eat it as good, but that's fine. Another little runt with a big old belly on him. Anything in his mouth? Oh, he sure does. I don't know if you guys can see that. He's got a pair of crawdad pinchers down in his throat. And he's still eating. See ya. We're on the woolly side of the freaking pond now. Which again, oh, there was a freaking nice one that just kicked out. He's in like 3 inches of water. Damn. Time to capture him. We'll say, those little Bass Pro trailers hold up good. We've got, probably a dozen fish on this today. Still in one piece. Son of a bitch. These freaking little rats need to piss off. There he is. Yeah, that time. He wanted all the smoke. Won't you give me your love? Give me some of it. Ooh, God, we about went in. And in the process of trying not to fall, we just... I got one. Oh, no. Oh, it's a big one. We're going to handline it. We just backlashed the shit out of our freaking reel. Oh, what a cluster. Oh, I got him. Oh, what a nightmare. I got him. Jesus. Well, that was stupid. So we got like 30 yards of line out. We goofed that up. We just handlined this sucker in, so that is what you want. He wasn't coming off though. Good Lord. 11 pounders every day, and these things are strong enough, they're not going to bend out. They're good hooks. They're just, gosh, there's another one. They're just really good do-all jigs. So you cannot be mad about that. All right, update. We're in the swamp. we are in the thick of things here, but seems like they're just kind of doing whatever. Obviously this is a little bit different type of pond. It's just a big bowl, same thing. This one's got a lot of laydowns of wood though, and it seems like there's a couple holding tight to some of that. Seems like there's some just roaming the banks. They're really doing everything right now, but the good news is it kind of gives you guys a really good example of just how to be versatile with that jig, how to do more with it there. I've caught a bunch swimming it, caught a couple flipping it, caught a couple just pitching right off the bank there at different targets like grass and wood and stuff like that. You know, it's all been the same jig. I'm not switching based on that. That Midwest flipping jig is freaking awesome. So we got a little bit left. We're gonna fish our way out, see if we can't catch a big one, and see you guys at the next spot. What an awesome, that was like an outro, but it's not over. Oh, another one just freaking came up and missed it. What is going on here? There he is. I was gonna say, I knew you was there, I saw you. Ouch. Dirty Larry. Nothing but giants. Six pounder, maybe 7. That is not ideal for fishing a jig. But you know what is? Might not be able, oh, there goes one right there. We might not be able to catch them on top, but what we can do is just set that right in that hole. And we got him. Look at that. You don't need a frog. He's not giant, but called my dang shot. The big one's probably underneath a thick mat where we need a frog, but I didn't bring that today. And we're a jig company, so the more you know. All right, dudes. Well, not a bad day. Caught a ton of fish. Caught them pretty much doing the same thing the entire time, just switching up the way he did it. Major player today. Gosh, this thing's a little beat up. It caught a lot. That Dirty Larry flipping jig all day. Didn't tie anything else on. Chucked a couple different things. Caught a couple on a chatterbait and a couple on a Pimkill swim jig. But really, this guy right here was absolutely killer today. Like I said, it's got that real light colored underbelly, that super natural top. Then we're using that little swimming chunk on the back there. But I mean, really, as the weather changed and the fish kind of changed, we just made adjustments with that one bait. We didn't really have to throw a whole lot else. Starting off the day, they wanted it swam right up against the rocks. Great. I'll do that all day long. I mean, swimming a jig is one of my absolute favorite things to do, and you guys will see that in the video of exactly how we broke that down. Starting with those short casts, working our way out, working in close to the bank as well as off the bank there, and getting bites doing both of those. And then as the weather got kind of funky, it started raining and all that weird stuff happened. They started eating it off the bottom. So that city lake there that we really wanted to break down should give you guys a pretty good idea of at least some starting points. If you're looking for new ways to fish, if you're just trying to learn, beat the bank. Those lakes don't have a lot off the bank most of the time. If they do, you're going to spend all day dragging around out there unless you have a boat or a fish finder or know about it already and can see it. But otherwise, if they're featureless, those fish are going to be on the bank. They're going to live on the bank. And if you want to catch a ton of them, a jig like this is a really awesome way. Just pick it along. All you have to do is figure out exactly how they want to eat it, and you're freaking set, right? You're going to catch the crap out of them. Like I said, today was just a weird day. It poured last night. Huge thunderstorm came through. It's 20 degrees colder than it has been all week. So I think they were in a little bit of a funk, but the fact that we could still go out and catch the crap out of them on this jig is huge. That next pond, it's a pond, right? Like, it's public, but it's just a pond. It's a big bowl. You saw all the laydowns. That was a blast. I mean, we got to do everything we wanted, flipping wood, swimming that thing, pitching it around little drops and stuff. That's what jig fishing's all about there. You know, I think a lot of people have this misconception that if I'm going to throw a jig, I have to drag it or I have to flip it at stuff, and you can do everything, right? This is one jig. This is a flipping head style, but I swam this thing, I drug it, I hopped it, skipped it, flipped it. You can do everything with that bait there. That color scheme works awesome, and we caught fish doing absolutely everything, just depending on what the cover was, what the situation was, and just kind of adapted on the fly all day and caught a ton of fish. So hopefully this is a sweet little video. This is our first official fishing YouTube video. The other ones have all been like me in my garage and stuff. But we're gonna try and get you guys a lot more content like this of just catching fish, breaking down how I like to fish them there, and giving you guys some really good, I don't know about really good, but good as best as I can do, tips and tricks to catch more fish on a jig, get more comfortable with it. Because what we do here is we make damn good baits, we craft confidence, and now with this YouTube channel, we can show you guys exactly how to do it and how to catch more fish. So have a great rest of your day. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button and the like. Show this to all your friends. Watch me walk around in the jungle for a little bit and set the hook way too hard, and we'll catch you guys next time.